Hmm. Hi, welcome to the live stream this morning. So I'm going to be channeling Archangel Raphael and giving messages based on who's listening, and also talking about the week ahead as well. So I'm just going to let Archangel Raphael come in and speak through me. I would like you to know that what I'm actually seeing is that there are many different angels here today, and they would like to be with all of you in order to help you to process emotional debris, to clear yourselves more deeply. And I would like you to know that a lot of what is going on at the moment in life is about clearing energy, clearing up old problems rather than in any way trying to create the new. Because what I'm actually seeing is that there is a lot going on generally in the world, globally, but also within each and every person. So it is actually a really good time to clear up old energies, particularly energies around feeling unable to really be in your power, feeling perhaps persecuted, alone, a bit in need, but not knowing who to turn to. But these sorts of energies have been around a lot in the old age. A lot of aloneness, isolation, when it comes to the inner psyche and the pain that you are in. And what I will say around this is that there is no such thing as really needing to be in a place where you are believing that this is still the case. It is really important to know that times have already changed in the world, that actually these places that existed generally in life have already actually changed. And what I mean by this is that there is a recognition already in the mainstream, in society, that actually people suffer a lot inside, that there is a lot of unseen pain and suffering. So, those of you who are suffering and feel alone, I want you to remember this, that actually, when you go within and feel your pain, you will find the right help quite easily. That it is not a struggle anymore for these things to be recognized, to be seen. I also would like you to know that there are many things in the world which are starting to change when it comes generally to how you are feeling inside. Many things which are changing in a way where people are really being considered on a deeper level. So I want you to know that as you go deep inside and process what is going on, you will absolutely find what you need. What I would like to actually offer today is a clearing to all of you who are feeling this inside, who are feeling that you are suffering on some level or another, feeling alone with it, perhaps suffering that is very deep from early childhood, or suffering that is more recent. But I would like to be with each one of you with whatever you are suffering from or with, and help you to clear the pain body. And I also want you to know that the more you are able to be with your deep sufferings inside, the more that you are able to be met by life. Because wherever you go, life will also come in and assist you. The rest of life, I mean. So, where you are in yourself, you will be met by life. But it is the places you refuse to go, which will be in one way or another unmet, where you will feel more alone. And it is really important at the moment to give yourself time daily to be able to go really deep into the pain body, to feel what is going on, to become aware of where you are suffering, where you are struggling, perhaps where you are still trapped in your early years. perhaps places in your inner child which are feeling permanently persecuted, wounded, unable to be in their power. So I would like to be with you today in those places and help you to find light there. And in this way, find the reflection of this on earth that will then fully restore you. So, doing this now. Hmm. I would like you to know that as I work on all of you, I am seeing many things. And what I would like to share is that it is really important to be aware that when you are living a life which is very much about being available for others, it is important to give yourself time to really be with yourself. And the more that you are needed to be there for others, the more time you need. And what I'm really trying to say that those of you who are working as therapists, healers, or perhaps who are parents and are tending to children or other loved ones, perhaps carers as well, you need more time for yourself because as you go deeper into serving others, it takes you deeper into yourself and it creates in you actually more need because the places that you tend to in others open up in yourself, and anything which is unhealed there comes up for healing. So, what I will say is don't be in any way afraid to take time for yourself, believing that you are perhaps wasting time or you should be doing more because actually it is really important. And you may even find that at the moment your ability to be with others is greatly reduced because of your needs which are coming up. So it is really okay to take this time for yourself. I also will say that sometimes when you are feeling inside that there is a lot going on, it is actually because you are picking up on other people's energy as well. And other people's energy can really make you feel like there is just too much happening. One remedy for this is to actually be very aware that you have picked up other people's energy, that perhaps they are in your field or they are in some way in need and it is affecting you. And one of the best ways of dealing with this is actually to surround yourself in a bubble of light and to actually consciously ask that other people's energy it leaves and is going back to where it belongs. And as you ask, you can also ask that anyone you know who is in need is automatically given what they need by higher beings. So you can call upon higher beings who may be around you at the time to attend to those who you know who are in need. But you do not have to take it on yourself, but you can simply notice something and ask that that person is given what they need by a higher being who is able to help them and go to them and also bring them other things to help. So, what I'm really trying to say is that be aware that you do get affected by other people's energy, but it doesn't need to be a problem. Because someone is in need, that doesn't need to be a problem. It is simply about sending them away and asking for the right help to come to them. And it is really good for you to know that through us, you are able to do a lot by asking for our help, the angels, the higher beings who are around. I am Raphael speaking, but I am speaking on behalf of many beings. We are actually able to do a lot for people, and simply by asking, a lot is able to happen. So know this to be the case. And when you feel a bit skeptical about this, remember that when you ask for help, there is always help there for you. As you ask, you do receive. And actually, sometimes when you have more earthly information about someone in need and you share it with us, it enables us to help on a deeper level. Because what happens at times is information is encapsulated on the earth plane. So the higher beings who are around someone are not able to receive it all because it is locked up in the physical. But when you share information that you know about someone to us, for example, a loved one who is in desperate need, perhaps has a pain in their right hip, and if you share that sort of information, it helps us to know what to do, what part of their body to go to. Because when we are around the same person, they may not be sharing that information with us. Somehow that may be getting hidden in their energy field. I hope this makes sense, that we are able to see what is lighting up, what is apparent, but some things for people are very hidden deep inside their bodies. And it is often because there is a lot of energy there, are many layers, and so the more you give information about what is going on, the more that we can then work with this in order to find the root cause and clear this. So I hope I am making sense. You can help other people by telling us things which are useful, by giving us a bit of extra information, and then we can go right there without having to go through the layers. I also will say something else about the earth plane, that the earth plane is actually a complicated place for us to navigate at times because there are many traps as well there set by people. So, what I mean by this is that people also have a tendency to not always be honest on earth about things. So, they may say they are feeling a certain way, but actually, they may be feeling completely different and not even know it themselves. So, people get used to putting up a front. And so, in this way, sometimes we may be around someone and they may actually, in some way, be communicating to the world energetically that they are okay. And then when we go deeper with them, we see that they are really not, but they have built up many layers that actually give the impression that they are okay. So, in this way, we have to navigate all of this. Those of you who communicate with us regularly, who are with us a lot or all the time. We don't have that problem with you. But it is to do with people who build up an earthly persona, who build up a very strong personality on the earth plane. That for them, there can be many layers to go through in order to really get to what is going on. So, as you share information, we can actually move faster and do more, work more efficiently. I have one more thing to say about this. That sometimes when you feel inside that perhaps we are not helping you as much as you would like, it can be because of this. It can be because there are layers of energy there. And then as you go deeper, we can follow your energy and we can get to the root cause. That is all. I would like to share more information now. I want all of you to know that every single person in the world is going to be a part of it in some way. So nobody will be excluded. But the part that you play really depends on two things. And one is what you want for yourself, what you are choosing inwardly, what feels good to you inside. But the second thing is, it depends on also the state you are in. And so, those of you who may be choosing certain things and wondering why it is not there for you, it is because you are not yet in the right state. So, for some people, I say, actually, it is not about making decisions, choices. For you, it is about working on your state, getting to a state where the decisions you have already made can actually happen. For others, it is actually much more about making decisions, really deciding what you want. And as you do, things will happen for you. And the way you will know which group you belong in is that those of you who do need to work on your state will feel that there is a lot going on, that you are not feeling fully well yet or at peace. Those of you who are already in a fairly good state will simply have a feeling inside that perhaps you are not sure which direction to go in. There will be a lot of decisions you will feel inside you have to make, and you may not quite be sure about what to do next. And this indicates that you need to go deeper inside. You need to go deeper into your soul matrix and really feel out your deeper desires. And when you do, things will start to happen for you. I also want you to know that decisions are not necessarily things which are earthly. Decisions can be much deeper things that you decide for yourself. So, for example, it can be the decision that you want your life to actually really be very much about your own inner growth in this life, the evolution of your soul, the decision that that is what your life is about. And then, based on that, your earthly choices will reflect this in some way or another. Or it can be the deep inner decision that actually you really want your life to be about service to others, that in some way or another you want to really be available for service rather than simply for your personal self, and exploring this further. It may be actually you are the sort of person where you have had a lot of personal time, a lot of time to explore your personal self. You may feel very developed when it comes to who you are on a very deep personal level. For example, have a strong personality, really know who you are, what you want, what you like, what you are all about, and you may actually feel that you are ready in this lifetime to really, in some way or another, hand yourself over for service to the divine on a much deeper level. You may even feel that you do not necessarily need much more time to explore your personal self. And so, as you make that decision, life will automatically bring you the right opportunities, and you may suddenly find yourself in the limelight, doing a lot for many people, and actually feel really content doing this, not really feel that you have to do much, not feel that you need to necessarily have lots of time for yourself, because you have already had this. So, whatever you decide on a really deep level will actually then be expressed in earthly ways. But I want you to know that it is important to go deep and to make these decisions, to be able to really feel out what is right for you. I have one more thing to say about this subject. I would like you to know that there are many types of people in the world, many people who are actually extraordinary in what they do, but people who do all different types of things when it comes to light work. And what I am talking about now is the cosmic collective and all the different variations within it, the different types of people, the different skill sets. But a lot of extraordinary people are here on earth at the moment. And what I will say is, even within the cosmic collective, you will find that there are certain people you resonate with a lot more than others. That some people and what they do may seem to you quite foreign, like it is unfamiliar, even though you may still recognize it as light work. And what I would like to say about this is that this is about you also making decisions about the different aspects of light that you want to attune to in this lifetime. And you may feel that certain things are not for you. Perhaps they are things you have already explored in other lives and not relevant. Or perhaps some things are just not appealing to who you are. They are not quite really fitting with your purpose in this life. So it is really good to also have an awareness about this as well, about what really feels good to you and what doesn't. And in this way, you will then find more of what you want, what you have decided you want to go into. That is all. I would like to speak now about something else. I would like to speak about the matrix of energy that is currently on Earth being dissolved away. And this matrix is very much about people who feel entitled, who really genuinely believe that they are better than others, that they have the right to have whatever they want, no matter who suffers at their expense of what they want. A type of behavior which is narcissistic, arrogant, very much aligning to a type of energy that is quite dark, demonic. And then there are others who are somehow always the prey, the victim of this energy, who are taken from, who are perhaps very much qualified to do a certain job, or who are meant to be in a certain place, and they are in some way or another pushed out of where they belong, whether it is a particular place in life, a particular job, a particular type of lifestyle, a particular place, an area. And people who are constantly having this experience in life, what they are doing is clearing their own matrix of energy, which is around being taken from, perhaps stemming from low self worth, perhaps stemming from deeper issues within them. And the people who are the ones who are taking more than their fair share, taking what doesn't belong to them, they are clearing their own matrix, which is about entitlement, about not having a sense of really who they are, having a sense of self that is distorted. So everyone at the moment is working with this matrix actually on a global level, but also inside of themselves. And this is the energy that is ready to be fully dissolved away now. So literally, it no longer exists. And what I mean by this is that on a level that is global, it is being dissolved away. And the people who perhaps are going to stay in this energy will end up being challenged by others because this energy will no longer be accepted in the world. What I'm really trying to say is that all of you have this going on to some extent. And what I would like you all to be doing is consciously engaging with this energy within. And the more that you do and break this down, dissolve this within yourself, fully aligning to the light of oneness, the more that it will happen in the world. So, for those of you who are feeling distressed about what you see going on in the world, generally, on all levels, whether it comes to what is going on in your country, or whether it is to do with what is going on in other countries that you are observing, focus on clearing this energy within you and also focus on it generally dissolving in the world, and you will be helping the process. I hope this makes sense, but that is what I see going on at the moment. What I will say about the week ahead is that there will be a lot that happens generally. It will be a week of progress where there will be movement, but also it is a week where it is important to give yourselves plenty of time for self care and nourishment. I have no more messages. Yeah, so thank you everyone for being part of today's live stream. And yeah, so wishing you all a good week ahead. Yeah, and just a reminder that if anyone wishes to do deeper clearings, we do have groups as well. And if you want to join, if you go to the gen.net website, you can join via that. Yes, anyway, have a good week and much love to all of you.